Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaoscharge.
What's your problem, AJ? You've been snarky and frankly plain rude a good few times since we got here. Honestly, I think you were only allowed to come on this trip not because of your own dueling skills, but because you are, and quote, Jace's best friend. Considering what you did to him just now though, I'm really starting to doubt that.
Well, if that's what you think, Austin, maybe we shouldn't be friends anymore.
That's fine with me, Jace, and I don't need you holding us back from stopping the Chaos Knights.
Some friend you turned out to be.
Master Reggie, we have a problem. A serious problem.
How serious are we talking here?
All the dual energy is gone. Vanished. There's nothing. Victor confirmed zero traces of it anywhere within the area's vicinity.
Impossible, Cerberus. That's impossible, I tell you.
Well, somehow it's become possible, sir, and I'm afraid it gets worse.
Please tell me how it could possibly get worse.
Tobias Ripter's lifeless body and his own dual energy you had planned to use as a sacrifice. They're missing as well. Dare I say this, the evidence suggests he's alive.
So the Chaos Knights got to you as well.
Who are you? And how did you do what you just did?
The name's Diana. Diana Stone. Part of it has to do with the fact that you and I have something in common, Mr. Ripter. Working under the order of the leader of the Chaos Knights, Reggie Rever.
Hold on. Does that mean you're...
No, not anymore.
Is that so? After what happened with Reggie, I can't trust anyone in the Chaos Knights, current or former.
Very well, Mr. Ripter. If it's a duel you want, then I accept your challenge.
Let's duel.
I look across the raging war and feel the steady beating of my heart. 嵐の前の静けさに刃を振り下ろしていく。繰り返し A memory fading 今も時代を超えて I tell a story 響く宣戦布告の歌残酷に染まるこの誓いを We're fighting till the bitter end 途切れた幾目を汚れた世界を泣き止めて僕らの車を
If this Diana girl really claims who she says she is, then I can't afford to let my guard down for an instant. I made that same mistake during my duels with both Cerberus and with Kaiser, and it cost me in both situations. I do have a hunch though, that monster, the one I couldn't get a good look at before it vanished. I bet that's the key to Diana's strategy. But other than that, I don't know what else could be lying beneath the surface. I'll let you make the first move, Miss Stone. I'd like to see what you're capable of.
That's quite generous of you, Mr. Ripter. Very well then. I'll start. To begin this duel, I will set a monster face down, and also set 2 spell or trap cards. Then, I activate the continuous spell, Interdimensional Matter Forwarder.
Interdimensional matter what?
Interdimensional Matter Forwarder. I activate its effect. Once per turn, I can target a monster on the field and banish it. Then the banished monster comes back immediately.
I hate to admit this, but I'm missing something here.
Thankfully, it is quite simple. The monster banished by my spell card is allowed to change its battle position this turn, even during the turn it was summoned. So now I flip summon Morphing Jar. Morphing Jar's flip effect activates. We both discard our hands, then draw 5 new cards. Now I activate the spell, Insect Imitation. By tributing Morphing Jar, I can special summon an insect monster from my deck that's 1 level higher. Morphing Jar was level 2, so from my deck I choose to special summon level 3, Oily Cicada.
Ugh, cicadas. It had to be cicadas.
You don't like cicadas? Well, you learn something new every day.
What is there not to like about them? Their buzzing is annoying, they come in large numbers, they're so bad at flying they risk flying into you, and they're disgusting to clean up. Ugh, just even talking about it makes my skin crawl.
Then you're likely not going to like what's to come next. When I have an insect on my field that's in attack mode, I'm allowed to special summon Dream Cicada from my hand. Then I activate Dream Cicada's other ability. Since it was summoned, I can target another monster on the field and change its battle position. And that lets me activate Oily Cicada's ability. Since its battle position changed, I get to summon another one from my deck.
Really wishing I still had my Nibiru, that I could exterminate those cicadas and not have to look at them anymore.
I now will activate Virtual World Hime, Nyanyan's effect from my graveyard. I can resurrect Nyanyan back to my field, since I summoned a level 3 monster. Now everything is set. First I'll use my 2 Oily Cicadas, and build myself the overlay network. I exceed summon. Number 3, Cicada King.
If I could, I would find the biggest flamethrower I can get my hands on and burn that thing to a crisp.
You really don't like cicadas, do you?
No, I do not.
Well, anyway, I'm not quite done. I build the overlay network again. This time using level 3 Dream Cicada and Nyanyan.
I swear to Ra, if it is another Cicada King...
Oh, quit being so dramatic. I'm keeping things interesting here. I exceed summon. Number 26, Spaceway Octo Bypass.
Now I'm really getting thrown off by her strategy. Just what is it? What is she up to?
I'll then set a third face-down card onto my field. I think that's going to be enough for now. I end my turn.
Then I guess it's my move. I draw. Alright, first things first. I activate Forbidden Chalice. Now Cicada King gains 400 attack points, but all its special abilities are negated this turn. I'll follow that up by summoning Elemental Hero Stratos. When Stratos is summoned, I can add 1 hero from my deck to my hand, so I'll add Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Next, I activate the Evil Assault spell card. By discarding Shadow Mist, I can either add a level 4 or below evil hero from my deck to my hand or summon it. However, for the remainder of the turn, I cannot special summon non-hero monsters. But what kind of cost is that? I special summon Evil Hero Doom Prison. And since I sent Shadow Mist to the graveyard, its special ability can be activated, so I get to add Evil Hero Dusted Gold from my deck to my hand. Then I activate the special ability of my Doom Prison. I send a hero from my deck to the graveyard. Now if I plan to fusion summon this turn, my face-up Doom Prison can be substituted for any one fusion material, as long as it's mentioned by name. But we'll get back to that in just a minute. I now activate the effect of Evil Hero Sinister Necrope I just sent to my graveyard. By banishing it, I can special summon an Evil Hero from my hand or deck. I'll be summoning Evil Hero Inferno Rider. That lets me activate Inferno Rider's special ability. Since I summoned him, I can search for a copy of Dark Fusion and add that to my hand. Then I'll activate it. I combine Evil Hero Inferno Rider and Evil Hero Doom Prison. And remember what I said earlier about Doom Prison? Its one-name substitution will be Elemental Hero Neos, which means big trouble for you, Miss Stone. I fusion summon Evil Hero Neos Lord. I activate the special ability of my Neos Lord. Since he was summoned, one of your monsters falls under his command, and I take control of it. Hand over that Cicada King.
Don't think so, not with my Remove Brainwashing trap card in effect. Neos Lord's effect will still go off, but as long as Remove Brainwashing is on the field, monsters on our respective fields will remain under our own control. That's strike one.
Shit. Alright, plan B. I discard Evil Hero Dusted Gold to use its effect. This lets me add any card from my deck to my hand as long as it lists Dark Fusion. I'll add the spell Dark Contact to my hand. I then activate Dark Contact. This will let me fusion summon by returning the banished Sinister Necro and the Doom Prison in my graveyard to my deck. By combining the essence of these two evil heroes, new malicious light is born. I call forth Evil Hero Malicious Bane. I activate Malicious Bane's special ability. Once every turn, it can destroy every monster on your field with equal or less attack than his.
Perhaps that would work, if not for my number wall trap.
Oh, come on!
Now my number monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects, nor in battle with a non-number monster. That's strike two.
I don't have any numbers in my deck, so as long as that number wall is in play, I can't touch any of her monsters. But then again, who says I can't go for her life points? Alright, I'm not completely screwed. I special summon Evil Hero Toxic Bubble from my hand. I can special summon this evil hero from my hand at no cost. And if Toxic Bubble is summoned while I control an Evil Hero Fusion monster, then I get to draw 2 more cards. Alright, not bad. I can work with this. Now I use Stratos and Toxic Bubble to create my circuit. I link summon Link 2, Extra Hero Wonder Driver. Then, since I have an Evil Hero Fusion monster on my field, I can special summon a second Evil Hero Doom Prison from my hand, next to Wonder Driver's bottom link. That lets me activate Wonder Driver's effect. When a monster is summoned next to its link, I can add a fusion spell from my graveyard to my hand, so I'll get back my Dark Fusion. Then I use Wonder Driver and Doom Prison to create my circuit again. I link summon Link 2, Extra Hero Infernal Devicer. I activate Infernal Devicer's special ability. By revealing Evil Hero Infernal Wing Backfire in my extra deck, I can add the fusion materials listed on it from my deck to my hand. Also, any Fiend monsters that Infernal Devicer points to gain 100 attack and defense for each of their levels. Now I activate Dark Fusion, fusing Avion and Burstinatrix in my hand. I fusion summon Evil Hero Infernal Wing Backfire. I activate Infernal Wing Backfire's effect. Since she was special summoned, I can add any card that lists Dark Fusion from my deck or graveyard to my hand. I'll take Dark Calling and add that to my hand. Then I'll immediately activate Dark Calling. I use the Fallen Essence of Evil Hero and Dusted Gold and Nibiru the Primal Being within my graveyard to fusion summon. Let darkness rise from the deepest parts of Earth. Come forth, Evil Hero Dark Gaia! Dark Gaia's attack points are the combined original attack of its 2 fusion materials. And because I summoned it next to Infernal Devicer's link, it gets even stronger. Next, I'll equip Bane with the equipped spell Favorite Hero. Now I'll move to my battle phase, which activates Favorite Hero's effect. It allows me to activate 1 field spell from my hand or deck at the start of the battle phase. So I'll activate the field spell Supreme King's Castle. Since I now have a field spell in play, Favorite Hero's second effect increases Bane's attack points by his original defense points, and he can no longer be targeted by any of your card effects. If this works, I can defeat Diana this turn. Dark Gaia, burn that Cicada King to a crisp! Dark Eruption!
3 strikes and you're out, Tobias. I activate my third trap, Quaking Mirror Force. When you declare an attack, this trap changes your monsters in attack mode to face down defense mode. Those monsters are not allowed to change battle positions either.
Great, how am I supposed to beat her now? Every opportunity I've tried to turn the duel in my favor, she has a trick ready and waiting for me. I'll set the last 2 cards in my hand face down and end my turn.
My turn. Draw. First things first, I activate Harpy's Feather Duster.
Son of a bitch. I won't allow it. Reverse card open. Dark Supremacy. This card counts up the number of Dark Fusion and spells in my graveyard that mention it. Right now, I have 5. For each one, I can negate the effects of one of your face-up cards until the end phase of this turn. I'll target Cicada King, Octo Bypass, Number Wall, Interdimensional Matter Forwarder, and your Harpy's Feather Duster that you just activated.
I see. Well, in any case, before Dark Supremacy fully resolves, my Matter Forwarder's effect triggers, banishing itself automatically. My spell will return to my field during the end phase of the next turn.
That's fine. At least the other cards, including Harpy's Feather Duster, will have their effects negated.
True, but I can still do quite a bit this turn.
For my sake, let's hope it's not game ending out of nowhere.
First, I'll normal summon Rescue Hedgehog.
First cicadas, then an octopus, now a hedgehog.
I activate Rescue Hedgehog's special ability. By banishing this card, I can special summon 2 level 3 or lower monsters from my deck, with the same attribute, type and level. 1 normal monster, and 1 effect monster. So I will special summon Stinger the Electric Expeller, and a second virtual world Hime Nyanyan. I then proceed to overlay level 3 Stinger and Nyanyan, to build the overlay network. I exceed summon. Say hello to number 17, Leviathan Dragon. Next, I activate the spell card Memories of Hope. This lets me draw 1 card for each different number monster I have on my field. Since that's 3 right now, I draw 3 new cards. Next, another draw spell, Magic Planter. I send Remove Brainwashing to my graveyard, and draw another 2 cards. Next, I'll use one of Leviathan Dragon's overlay units to activate its special ability, granting it 500 attack points. Now Leviathan Dragon, attack his Infernal Devicer, Sonic Shredding Stream. Main Phase 2, I set 2 cards face down before ending my turn.
My turn. First, I'll activate Pot of Avarice. I return 5 monsters in my graveyard to my deck. Then, I draw 2 cards. Then I'll sacrifice my face-down Dark Gaia to summon Evil Hero Malicious Edge, which I can do with only 1 tribute since you control a monster. I'll move to my battle phase.
When you do, I activate Spaceway Octo Bypass's special ability. I use 1 overlay unit. Now only 1 monster can attack during the battle phase, but that attack will become a direct attack.
There's no way it's that easy. Attacking directly is probably what Diana wants me to do. Then, I'll walk directly into one of her 2 trap cards for her to spring on me. As tempting as a direct attack would be, Miss Stone, I'm not going to attack directly. I'll move to main phase 2 instead. I'll set this card face down. Then I activate Evil Assault's second effect from within my graveyard. By banishing it, I can get back my Dark Fusion from the graveyard and put it back into my hand. With that, I'll end my turn.
You know what that means since we've reached your end phase. Interdimensional Matter Forwarder returns to the field. My turn once again. First, I switch Cicada King into attack mode. And that means I can activate its special ability. When Cicada King's battle position changes, I can special summon an insect from my graveyard in defense mode. I'll resurrect my Dream Cicada. That lets me activate Dream Cicada's effect since it was summoned, and then I'll chain to that with Nyanyan's effect in my graveyard. In reverse chain order, Nyanyan is special summoned to the field, and then Dream Cicada will target Cicada King and switch it back to defense mode. Furthermore, when Nyan is special summoned from the graveyard by its own effect, it is treated as a tuner.
So you're capable of synchro summoning as well. Alright, bring it on.
If you insist, Mr. Ripter, I tune level 3 Nyan with level 3 Dream Cicada. I synchro summon Coral Dragon. I activate Coral Dragon's special ability. By discarding one card from my hand, I can destroy one card on your field. I target that face-down card that you set on the previous turn.
Fine with me, I'll activate it in response. You can tell Cicada King and Coral Dragon to get out. Those two cards are now sent back to your extra deck.
Not half bad, but I'm sorry to say that it will not make a difference with what I'm about to do next.
Oh yeah? How so?
Since there's a monster special summoned from the extra deck on the field, I'm allowed to special summon Dogmatica Lawbringer from my hand. Of course, that in turn means I can activate Lawbringer's second ability. When he's summoned from my hand, both of us must send one monster from our extra decks to the graveyard.
I guess I don't have much of a choice. I'll send my recently shuffled Extra Hero Wonder Driver to the graveyard.
And I'll be sending Rebarian Shark. Whenever Rebarian Shark is sent to the graveyard, its special ability can be activated. It lets me take any rank-up magic spell card in my deck, and place that card directly on the top.
Oh no, not good.
I place rank-up Magic Argent Chaos Force to the top of my deck. Next I'll play a good old classic, Pot of Greed.
Wait a minute, but that card's not legal to be used in duels.
Whoever told you that?
I could have been using Pot of Greed this entire time in my duels?
I take it that you were following some made-up ban list nonsense or something like that, 'cause if that's the case you've been missing out.
Son of a bitch.
Let's get back to the duel. I sacrifice my Dogmatica Lawbringer to tribute summon Overdrive Teleporter. I activate Overdrive Teleporter's special ability. By paying 2,000 of my life points, I can summon 2 level 3 Psychic monsters directly from my deck. I summon Psychic Wielder and Psychic Tracker. I then tune my level 3 Psychic Wielder and Psychic Tracker. I synchro summon Naturia Barkion. I move to my battle phase, then activate Octo Bypass's special ability. I use up its remaining overlay unit. Now my next attack this turn becomes a direct one. Leviathan Dragon, you have the honor. Attack Tobias directly with Sonic Shredding Stream. Bypass's second effect now activates. Since Leviathan Dragon dealt battle damage to you through a direct attack, you gain control of it.
You're giving me Leviathan Dragon? There's no way I'm just getting this scot-free.
You're correct, so don't get too attached to Leviathan Dragon for long. The pieces are now all in place.
Oh boy, here it comes.
I move to main phase 2, and I will overlay level 6 Overdrive Teleporter and level 6 Naturia Barkion. With these two monsters, I build the overlay network. Reveal yourself number 6, Chronomaly Atlantis.
Whoa.
I'm just getting started. I activate the spell card, rank up Magic Argent Chaos Force. I overlay rank 6 Atlantis. With this one monster, I rebuild the overlay network. Go Chaos Xyz Evolution. Appear. Chaos number 6, Chronomaly Chaos Atlantis.
Holy one huge fucker.
Trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. I activate Chaos Atlantis' special ability. Once every turn, Chaos Atlantis can equip an opponent's monster onto it. I choose Leviathan Dragon. Go, Chaos Absorption. And for each card it is equipped with, Atlantis gains 1,000 attack points.
I mean, it looks impressive, but you made one critical error. You can't attack anymore this turn. So right now all Atlantis is one giant beat stick.
Who says I need to attack? Your life points are about to take another big hit.
Uh-oh.
I activate Chaos Atlantis' second ability. When it's equipped with a number monster, it can use 3 overlay units and send that monster to the graveyard, and reduce the opponent's life points to 100.
What? Not good, not good, not good.
You take no further damage the turn Atlantis uses its special ability. I now will end my turn.
Alright, I have one last chance to try turning this duel around. My move, I draw.
And during the draw phase, I activate Ceasefire. Game over, Tobias.
No, I refuse to lose again. I activate my face down card, Rainbow Life. With Rainbow Life, I discard the Dark Fusion I added to my hand on the previous turn. Now, any damage I would take this turn is added to my life points instead. The effect of your Ceasefire, I believe, now activates, so all monsters get flipped face up. Then for every effect monster on the field, I would take 500 points of damage. But Rainbow Life will convert all that damage into life points.
Well now, color me impressed, Mr. Ripter. You're the first duelist to ever survive my Chaos Atlantis and Ceasefire card combo.
I'm honored to hear that. You're not so bad of a duelist, Miss Stone.
Did Tobias Ripter just give me a compliment?
Indeed I did. You were right with everything you said before our duel started. You're not my enemy, and we're on the same team.
Well, this is certainly a sudden 180 that I definitely wasn't expecting.
Let's finish this duel, shall we? Now, although my evil heroes were switched into face-up defense position due to Ceasefire, they can't change battle positions due to your quaking mirror force. However, they'll still be of use to me. I summon Elemental Hero Stratos, and I activate its special ability. I destroy spell and trap cards on the field, up to the number of other hero monsters I control. Since I happen to have 4, I can destroy up to 4 spell and trap cards, but I only need to get rid of 2. I destroy your other face-down card, and number wall. Now I can safely attack, and finally get to your life points. Malicious Edge, attack her Octo Bypass. During damage calculation, I activate Supreme King Castle's effect. I send Evil Hero Vicious Claws from my deck to the graveyard. Now until the end of this turn, Malicious Edge gains attack points equal to Claw's level, times 200. And since Malicious Edge is attacking a monster in defense mode, it can inflict piercing damage. Infernal Wing Backfire's effect now activates. Since a hero I control destroyed one of your monsters in battle, you can burn 2100 points of damage. For the finishing flourish, I'll activate Neos Lord's special ability. Since your Octo Bypass was sent to your graveyard, I can take control of one of your monsters. Red Rover, send Chaos Atlantis on over.
Looks like this duel is over.
Yes, it is. Chaos Atlantis, attack Diana directly and end this duel.
Well, that was sure fun. Despite the odds, you managed to pull off one heck of a come from behind. So what suddenly made you do the sudden 180 during that final turn?
Gotta be honest, even I'm not sure. Maybe it was because I didn't want to lose the duel, or maybe it was my conscience speaking to me, even if it was for a brief second.
Could it possibly be something else?
There's one other reason I can think of. A voice in my head telling me what I was doing and what I have been doing isn't right.
What do you mean?
I think it's time for Tobias Ripter to come clean.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, quite the sight, isn't it? This is why I've worn the hoodie, especially in the eyes of the public. Now, when I'm wearing the hoodie, it does look like I do have hair on my head. But in truth, the hair is just attached to the hoodie. It's a little something I came up with.
So you don't want people to know that you're actually bald?
Yes, but I'm not actually bald. I've just chosen to shave off all my hair. The reason why? It's because I'm honoring my old man. My mom died on the table after she gave birth to me, so my dad was the only parent figure I had in my life growing up. He did a great job raising me, and when I wanted to become a pro duelist, he inspired me to follow my dreams. But soon after I got my first sponsor, he came down with a serious case of cancer. I still remember that day when I got the phone call. It was so fucking terrible. The doctors weren't sure how long he had left to live, but I savored every moment I could with him, and he did the same. He kept his head up even though he knew he was losing the battle. He told me to keep pursuing my goals and dreams of dueling on the pro circuit, even if he wasn't going to be there to see me in action. When the day finally came and he passed away, it was the hardest fucking day of my life. I've constantly shaved all the hair off my head ever since, as both a reminder and to honor him.
Tobias, I'm so sorry.
My old man would hate to see what I've become. A former shell of the son he once loved, all because confidence, arrogance, and so much else got in the way. I don't want to be that duelist anymore. Not after it took me down the path that led me to this position.
You can't take back the things you did in your past, but it doesn't mean your future is set in stone. You should take what's happened to you as a learning lesson, especially trusting the wrong people too quickly. When it broke, you swung the other way, wishing not to trust anyone at all. Blind trust gets you betrayed and gets you isolated. Both lose you the game. One of the things you can do is not to stop trusting people, but to choose correctly.
Then I hope I'm making the correct choice now. By trusting you, after everything you've done so far.
Between you and me, I'm a pretty good bet. I'll make sure you don't walk into the same trap twice.
That would be much appreciated.
We should get moving. No telling when someone in the Chaos Knights could show up.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't want anyone else to know about this little secret of mine. Maybe one day, but that time is not now.
Your secret's safe with me. I know a location where we can lay low for a while. I can give you more details and key information soon as we get there, and you make yourself accommodated.
Works just fine with me. We do share a common enemy, after all.
Indeed we do. You'll get your payback against the Chaos Knights and Reggie when the time is right. Better to have strength in numbers than going solo.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Good morning, Jace.
Morning, Jenna.
Get any sleep?
Hardly. What about you?
Not really. I don't think Carly did either. She and I were up for most of the night.
Again. That's the second night in a row.
Yeah, I know. Carly's been feeling on the edge ever since the whole title match incident with Kaiser. She's just had this really bad feeling about it all.
About Kaiser and if he's alright, I presume.
Well, that, and a more troubling scenario. One that she doesn't want to believe. Carly is worried that Kaiser may be in on what happened.
I wouldn't blame her. It would be a very hard pill to swallow.
Do you think that Carly could be right? About Kaiser?
Personally, I can't say for sure. But Carly should trust her intuition. She did get to duel Kaiser in that Champions Challenge match, she got to know him. So if her conscience talks, she should listen.
You keep talking like that, and you have the makings of a team leader.
I'm no team leader, I don't think I'm cut out for that.
Maybe one day that can all change.
We'll see. Say Jenna. Think you can do something for me?
Sure. Ask away.
When Austin wakes up, tell him that I need to talk to him. I'll be waiting for him at the fountain near the wharf, couple miles down the road. Can you do that?
Sure thing, I can let him know.
Thanks, it would mean a lot. I don't want him to keep me waiting either.
Are you going to end up dueling him?
Yeah, if things do come to a head. If it does reach that point, I got to have faith in that pure performa pal build that Cassie is still having me practice with.
Hey, if anyone can do it, it's you.
Hey Jace. Jenna gave me your message.
You and I need to talk. Best that it's a one-on-one, I didn't want to drag Carly and Jenna into it when it's our own private matter.
What's up?
You and AJ need to make up.
Dude, did you hit yourself in the head by accident?
Austin, I'm serious.
Why do I need to make up with AJ?
Because we're going to need his help in stopping the Chaos Knights.
Okay, now I know you must have accidentally hit yourself in the head.
No, I'm looking at a friend who needs a wake-up slap to what's in front of us.
Dude, what's in front of us is a problem that AJ clearly can't handle. He should have been turned into dual energy by now.
Yes, I know that. But he's still alive, that's what matters.
I think what matters is that AJ took himself out of the Chaos Knight situation before he got himself into more trouble.
Oh, I see how it is. You think just because you were some number one at the Duel Masters Duel Academy before the Chaos Knights came along that it's starting to rub off on you. You think that you know better, that we don't need AJ's help stopping the Chaos Knights. Last time I checked, you don't exactly have much of an argument to make for yourself.
What did you say?
What kind of number one ranked duelist of their Duel Academy runs and hides rather than fight back?
I did fight back.
Only after me and AJ showed up. You had one duel, as far as I'm aware. If you did fight back, more of your fellow students could have had extra time to escape. There were only 4 Chaos Knights attacking the Academy.
Newsflash smartass, I didn't know that.
Because the second the danger showed up, you ran and went into hiding. Austin, being number one at the Academy, students and others look up to you. They take inspiration to strive and become better duelists themselves. You aren't setting a good example to others when you run and hide rather than stand your ground.
Well, I'm not no pussy.
You sure acted like one.
Oh, screw you.
Austin, whether you want to accept the facts or not, we need AJ's help.
AJ's a softie, we don't need him to help us.
Keep telling yourself that.
The fight between me and AJ speaks for itself. He dissed you, remember?
Yes, I do remember. However, AJ was in the wrong, and you're in the wrong too. I will say this one last time. You and AJ need to make up.
I'm not making up with that idiot. Do I need to list the issues?
No, because then we'd be going around in circles.
Then I guess we're at a standstill on the matter.
Not quite. I think the best thing we can do is settle this matter with a duel.
Now we're getting somewhere. If I win, AJ's deadweight gets cut completely.
And if I win, then you agree to make up with AJ.
Deal. Let's agree to these terms by shaking on it. You really sure you want to do this, Jace?
I do. I won't need my Supreme King cards to defeat you.
Bold words. Now let's see you back them up.
Let's duel.
I'll be going first. First, I set one card face down. Next, I activate the effect of Danger Nessie in my hand. Pick a card, any card. The one you choose will be discarded.
Let's go with the card on the far left.
Lucky guess, you chose Nessie. So it will get discarded. Of course, since it was discarded, Nessie's effect can be activated, letting me add another danger monster, like Danger Mothman, from my deck to my hand. Then I'll follow up immediately with Mothman's effect from my hand. For the second time, pick a card, any card.
Let's go with the card on the right, second from last.
Swing and a miss, it's Brow Huntsman of Dark World. Brow gets discarded, Mothman is special summoned to my field, and I get to draw one card. And since Brow was discarded from my hand, his ability allows me to draw yet another card. Next, I normal summon, Fabled Raven. Using Raven's effect, I can discard any number of cards from my hand. For each discarded card, Fabled Raven gains 1 level and 400 attack points this turn. Rainbows and Snow were discarded, so their effects activate. I'll add Genta through the effect of Snow, and Grapha through the effect of Rainbows. Next I will discard Genta, and use his effect, letting me add a copy of the Gates of Dark World from my deck to my hand. I'll activate my field spell immediately. While it remains face up, the Gates of Dark World grants all Fiend monsters in play 300 attack and defense points. But that's not my Gates of Dark World's only effect. Once per turn, by banishing a Fiend from my graveyard, and discarding another Fiend monster from my hand, I can draw one card. Genta was banished, and since I control a Dark World card, I'll activate his other effect which brings him back to the field. And because I discarded Danger Chupacabra, I'll activate its effect, which resurrects a danger monster from my graveyard. So Danger Nessie resurfaces in defense mode. And now I'll be tuning together level 4 Fabled Raven with the level 4 Genta. I Synchro Summon Groza, Tyrant of Thunder. That will be all for now, so I'll go ahead and end my turn.
Looks like I'm up then. I draw. I'll start by normal summoning Perform a Pal Odd Eyes Valet. When Valet is summoned, one Perform a Pal or Odd Eyes monster can be sent from my deck directly to the graveyard. Do you choose to negate this effect?
No, I do not. Especially considering that Grapha is the only monster in my hand right now, so I don't want to just go and waste it.
Then with Valet, I send Perform a Pal Odd Eyes Butler from my deck to the graveyard. Next, I activate the spell card, Spiral Flame Strike, letting me apply one of two effects. And I choose the first one, so since I control an Odd Eyes card, I can destroy any card on the field. I choose Groza. With that done, I will activate Butler's effect from my graveyard. I destroy Valet, and special summon Butler back from the graveyard. And when Valet is destroyed while in the monster zone, I can activate its other ability, letting me place him in my pendulum zone as a pendulum scale. Next, I activate the spell card Cipher Patchwork. This lets me add Edge Imp Chain and a Polymerization from my deck to my hand. Then I activate another spell card, Bubble Barrier.
Focusing on defense alone won't win you this duel, Jace, cause so far that's all I'm seeing.
Then I guess it's a good thing defense isn't what I'm focusing on just yet, Austin. Since I have a face-up continuous spell on my field, I can special summon this card from my hand. Come on out, Perform a Pal Sky Magician Girl. Whenever the Sky Magician Girl takes the stage, she lets me send a level 4 or below light spellcaster in my deck to the graveyard. I send Perform a Pal 5 Rainbow Magician. Now I activate Polymerization. I fuse Sky Magician Girl and Butler from my field, along with Edge Imp Chain in my hand. When 3 souls become 1, the fearsome guardian is unleashed. I fusion summon Guardian Chimera on.
Shit, didn't see that coming.
I activate Guardian Chimera special ability, then chain Sky Magician Girl, and Edge Imp chain special abilities in the graveyard. So, in reverse chain order, Edge Imp chain lets me add another Frightful Patchwork from my deck to the hand. Sky Magician Girl lets me destroy one of your spell and traps, and I'm going to choose Gates of Dark World. Finally, Guardian Chimera lets me draw cards up to the number of fusion material monsters I use from my hand, and destroy cards you control up to the number of fusion materials from my field. I used 1 monster from my hand, so I draw 1 card, and I use 2 monsters from my field, so I can destroy 2 targets. The cards I'm destroying are Danger Nessie, and that face-down card. Now Guardian Chimera attack Austin's Mothman.
That the best you got, Jace?
You wish, Austin. I'm just getting started. It's your move, my friend.
Okay then. I draw. First, I'll activate card destruction. So we discard our hands, then draw the same number of cards that we discarded. Since Grapha and Beige were both discarded, their effects activate. Beige gets special summon, and Grapha's effect lets me destroy 1 card on your field. I can't target Guardian Chimera since Polymerization is in your graveyard, so instead, I'll target Perform a Pal Odd-Eyes Valet. After that, I return Beige back to my hand, in order to special summon Rainbows back from my graveyard. Next I activate the effect of the Salamander Catalyzer in my hand. I reveal Salamander, alongside another Fiend monster in my hand. One of the 2 will get special summoned, the other gets discarded. I will special summon Catalyzer, and discard Beige, which of course once again will special summon him to the field.
2 level 4 monsters. Then I know what's coming next.
And you should. I overlay my level 4 Salamander and level 4 Beige, to build myself the overlay network. I exceed summon. Number 60, Duger's the Timeless. I activate Duger's special ability. It uses all of its overlay units, and allows me to choose one of 3 effects to apply. I choose the 3rd effect, meaning I'm forced to skip the battle phase on my next turn, but in exchange, Rainbows' attack points are doubled. Now Rainbows, attack that Guardian Chimera. Duger's, attack Jace's life points directly. I'll wrap things up and set the last card in my hand face down.
Thank you for that, cause now I get to activate 5 Rainbow Magician's special ability in my graveyard. Since one of us set a spell or trap to our field, I can place 5 Rainbow in my Pendulum Zone.
I'll end my turn, and that means Rainbows' attack points return to normal.
I draw. First, I will set 1 card face down on my field. I then set the Pendulum Scale, with my already set Scale 12 5 Rainbow Magician, and Scale 1 Perform a Pal Monkey Board. Next I use Monkey Board's Pendulum ability. Since it was activated in my Pendulum Zone this turn, I can add a level 4 or lower Perform a Pal to my hand. Then I'll summon that monster, Perform a Pal Skullcrobat Joker. You know what that means, I'll activate my Joker's special ability since he was normal summon.
Yeah, not going to happen. I chain my face down trap card, Skill Drain.
Oh, that's just great.
I give up 1000 life points. And now while Skill Drain is in play, all monsters on the field will have their effects negated. Sorry, no searching allowed with your Skullcrobat Joker. What are you going to do now? My Skill Drain is going to slow you down immensely.
Get real, Austin, do you honestly think a Skill Drain is going to slow me down? You are incorrect, just watch. It'll be a teachable moment, to not get cocky. To begin, I activate my own field spell. Sky Iris. I use Sky Iris's effect right away. It lets me part ways with Skullcrobat Joker, and get Perform a Pal Odd-Eyes Dissolver from my deck to my hand. Next, I activate the spell card I set. Shuffle Reborn. When I have no monsters on my field, this spell lets me bring one monster back from my graveyard. Return to the stage, perform a Pal Sky Magician Girl. Go Shuffle Reborn will negate her special abilities. Since I've already set the pendulum scale, I can pendulum summon monsters from my extra deck, from levels 2 through 11 at the same time. I pendulum summon. Perform a Pal Odd Eyes Butler, is back in service. Then I'll set another card face down. Now, perform a Pal Sky Magician Girl, attack Dugares the Timeless.
You may have destroyed my number Jace, but that just means I can use another of Salamander Catalyzer's effects. Since one of our monsters was destroyed in a battle that involved a Fiend-type monster, I can get Catalyzer from my graveyard and put it back into my hand.
Too bad you won't get the chance to use it again. Perform a Pal Odd Eyes Butler, attack Rainbows over King of Dark World.
Jace, one problem, my Rainbows' attack points are way more than your Butler's.
I already know that, Austin. So why do you think I'd still send a pendulum monster into battle?
Wait a second.
Looks like you forgot about good old Perform a Pal Odd Eyes Dissolver. Thanks to his special ability, since my pendulum monster is battling, I can special summon Dissolver from my hand at the start of the damage step. Furthermore, Dissolver negates my Butler's destruction in this battle.
But you still take the damage.
No, I don't. I still have Bubble Barrier on my field. Since it is, battle damage to me involving my Perform a Pal monsters automatically becomes 0. So my life points are saved, and I now have 3 Perform a Pals on my field. I can't attack anymore, so I'll move to main phase 2. During it, I activate Noble Dragon Magician's special ability in my graveyard.
Hold on, when did? He must have discarded it last turn when I activated Card Destruction.
By decreasing Dissolver's level by 3, I'm allowed to resurrect Noble Dragon Magician to my field. And with that move, I have everything that I'll need to win this duel.
Impossible, you would still need to inflict over 4,000 points of damage to me.
Are you seriously implying that I can't? Jumping too fast to conclusions only hurts your credibility. Austin, I hate to say this, but the hard truth is that you've been on the back foot this entire duel. Skill drain didn't slow me down, card destruction actually helped me, and I've been able to maintain steady control with my own field. And I did all of this without access to any of the Dimension Dragons, or even Zark for that matter. You put up a good fight, Austin, but it's high time I end this duel. I used Sky Magician Girl and Noble Dragon Magician to help create my circuit. I Link Summon. Link 2, Beyond the Pendulum. I choose not to use her special ability, not that I'll need to this time around. Since Sky Magician Girl has left the field, you know what that means. Her special ability lets me destroy any spell or trap card on the field that I choose. I destroy Skill Drain. For the penultimate move, I activate Dissolver's special ability. Which, as you already know quite well, he lets me fusion summon, so long as I use himself. I fuse Odd Eyes Dissolver with the 5 Rainbow Magician that's in my Pendulum Zone. By merging the essence of these 2 Perform a Pals, I create a new life. Awaken the Ghoul of Performance that makes its victims the bullseye target. I fusion summon. Lock and load, Perform a Pal Gatling Ghoul.
Oh fuck, oh shit, oh this is very bad.
I activate Perform a Pal Gatling Ghoul's special ability. You get blasted with 200 points of damage for every card on the field. I have 6 cards, and you only have your Rainbows. That equals 1400 points of damage. Furthermore, since I used a Pendulum monster to fusion summon Gatling Ghoul, I can destroy one monster on your field, and inflict damage equal to that monster's original attack points.
Since Rainbows is my only monster.
It's all over. Gatling Ghoul, take him out.
Best 2 out of 3.
Nope, you and I had a deal and we shook on it. So take this loss like a man.
I said best 2 out of 3.
Jace said no.
He won fair and square.
Phoebe, Cassie.
Hey, Jace, long time no see.
Yeah, I'll say. I'm a little nervous to ask, but how much of our duel did you two end up seeing?
A couple minutes into your final turn, give or take.
Who are you two supposed to be?
Well, that certainly was a little rude. Who are we, you ask?
Just some girls who have gotten to know Jace here.
And you are?
The name is Austin Silver. Duel Masters Duel Academy's #1 ranked. Dark World duelist who's been given the nickname Mr. Stone Cold. Can duel circles around his opponents and give them a run for their money.
Mr. Silver, if you're trying to impress us, it's not working.
I'll duel one of you two right now and prove just how good of a duelist I am.
We're not interested. Besides, you're just asking for trouble with an attitude like that.
Jace, how did you end up with a friend like this?
Believe me, Phoebe, Austin's not normally like this. I'm not liking who he's turning into. Our duel had an agreement to it. We literally shook hands on the terms.
Well, that agreement doesn't concern these two, Jace. It's between you and me. If you two could stay out of this, that would be much appreciated.
You're being a real piece of work, Mr. Silver.
At least I'm a piece of work who has rightfully earned his title, being his Duel Academy's #1 ranked.
Yes, you have a title and maybe some shiny trophies and awards. Congratulations to you. We don't care.
Cassie and I have seen plenty of duelists with this kind of attitude that you're displaying right now, Austin. You want to know what that attitude got them?
It led each of them straight on into serious trouble that came without any warning.
You want to be another duelist who goes down that path? Be our guest, but zero good will come out of it.
Austin, I would heed their advice. I wish I could tell AJ the same thing, if he was here right now.
I think Phoebe and I are going to see ourselves out, Jace. Quick question for you before we go. How's your training coming along with the deck?
It's coming along all right. At least, that's my personal take on it. Using Performa Pals and understanding them a little better, and how their playstyle works, hasn't been completely smooth, but things are working out.
Do you think you're ready to have possession of all 4 dragons again?
I do. Besides, I wouldn't feel like I'm in the right place as a duelist, without having all 4 of them at once back in my possession.
If you believe you're ready for that, Jace, you'll need to prove it to me and Phoebe. Come to the card shop in a few days' time.
Alright, I can do that.
We'll see you then. As for you, Mr. Silver, Jace made a good point. We strongly suggest you heed our advice.
Cool fate sets in motion, and no one else knows why. Waiting for the day to come, when will it show up?